10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I keep on forgetting about this thing right there. Bells and belts. What's going on, baby? Your boy Cedar D back with my tag team partner, Bro Cephas. I haven't called you Bro Cephas in a while, man. I haven't called you that in a while. Yeah. Man, that's kind of tied up in the moment. Not by my goons. Not by my goons. I want to clarify that. Yeah, he little last minute thing that he couldn't get away from. But we're bells and belts and everything in between. And we're gonna keep things going. How you doing, there, brother?
I'm doing real well. Ready for tonight's show. Ready to talk about 1994.
Yeah,
and I saw out there, so is the generic one. He's in the house.
Absolutely, man. We got the generic jobber up in the house. He's ready for 1994. We got old head out here saying, "What's good, bruh? What is good? What's going on?" We got Nesha in the house. She need a spell check on my name. We've only been doing this for like a couple of years now, so
credit.
Go ahead spell your boy's name right. I'm just saying. It's all good. It's all good.
On the screen, there's a spoiler.
There's a spoiler. Oh boy, 1994. Oh man, Jesus. Oh, this 1994. I was going into my senior year, 16 turning into 17, man. So. It was an interesting wrestling journey, man. Continue on from what we was talking about in 1993. Again, this is me. With what I was presented. I watched WWF. I watched WCW. I watched a little bit of USWA. A lot of stuff. I was big on the magazine still and everything. So. Yeah. A lot of the things that were going on in wrestling, if I didn't have like direct, like a direct freaking like show or anything, whatnot, I was doing catch up, on the magazines and whatnot. What about you? What did your wrestling journey in 1994 look like, Joey?
Well, 1994, I was lucky enough to have the America One network, and ECW was playing on there. They would play reruns of like USWA, even though it was on TV5 Memphis TV, where I could watch it on Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings. But if I missed it, I could catch it that night on that syndicated network. And then a lot of stuff, just WWF, WCW, the same stuff, mostly WCW, a little bit of WWF when I could see it. Most of the time, if I got to see it, it was on Sunday morning on All American Wrestling, as far as WWF goes.
Exactly. So yeah, a lot of stuff to tap into in 1994, and we want you guys to definitely count down with us. Thank everybody for watching us here on the YouTube channel. And we're going to dive into 1994. We're going to go from 10 to 1. Man Up is not here, but we're going to present his top 10 as well, and we're going to talk it through it, whatnot. That's interesting. He was living in England in 1994. Great times. Generic Joe, do you remember like what wrestling was really available to you at that time? I'm curious to know what did that look like, man?
Yeah.
Joey, that is a nice looking belt you got there, man.
You know it, yeah. We got a couple videos up on the channel if you want to check it out. If you haven't seen it yet, just my new NWA World's Heavyweight Title belt here. Really,
yeah, that's
catching the glare on it, that nice shine. But
absolutely, man, absolutely. That thing is nice. That thing is nice. I'm messing with my screen. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into 1994. Joey, we'll go ahead and get started with your number 10.
All right, my number 10 was a guy I followed in WCW and ECW, a guy I'm still a fan of to this day and was a huge fan of back then. I'm talking about Too Cold Scorpio.
Okay.
And there you go. See him right there with the ECW TV title. He did have a couple of reigns in 1994 as the World Television Champion, as well as a run with the Sandman as the World Tag Team Champions.
Okay.
God knows, man, from the second I saw Too Cold for the first time on WCW.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
When he popped up in ECW, and it's like they cut him loose. and Too Cold could kind of be himself and get a chance to really shine there. So I was a huge fan of Too Cold Scorpio in 1994.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Um, hindsight being 2020 about that ECW TV title whatnot. Only having just the center plate. That still throws me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they I'm always getting a new belt. I don't know about that, but all right.
So yeah, that kind of threw me off and whatnot. And folks are still collecting that in a hobby too. So
Yeah, but they're having it made like CNC and way better than the original one was ever made. I think the belts at the time were because of ECW's budget. You know, you couldn't get much. And they probably still paid a lot for that belt, or what they could afford. But the the ECW World Title in 1994 was the Tri-State Alliance Wrestling Championship that they just painted over.
Right.
So they had limited budget.
Exactly. All right, we're gonna move on to Man Up's number 10, and number 10 he has Bam Bam Bigelow. Yes. I think in 94, I think he was doing some stuff. Was he doing some stuff with Luna at that time? If I'm not mistaken.
Doink the Clown.
Yeah, that probably sounds about right. So okay, so that was Bam Bam Bigelow in 1994. For me, I'm gonna put this in the context, Joey, for you. 16, 17-year-old me, WWF, WCW, okay. Number 10, I had Hulk Hogan. I was intrigued. I know. Hindsight being 2020. I'm going back to 16, 17-year-old.
It's okay.
Yeah, my boy to this day can't stand Hogan, but I was curious coming off of the WWF run, and seeing what that WCW would look like. Version of Hogan is like it kind of the same thing and whatnot until later on, which we will definitely cover in a future episode. But I was curious to see what that dynamic, what that reception was going to look like. So first match came in, won the world title. Like, okay, here we go. So so that was my number 10. All right, don't forget to put y'all top 10s in the comment, guys. We definitely gonna get to it. Generic Jobber has the franchise Shane Douglas. Yes, August 27th.
We'll get into that later. Save that.
Oh yeah, we'll put a thumbprint. We'll put a pin in that. Okay, good deal. Born. I think this is your first time watching this or commenting. We definitely appreciate it. Those early
ECW last week, maybe.
I
don't remember. Were you on last week, Vaughn?
Yeah, let us know. Those were because like they said, they had the Tri-State Wrestling title, the ACW title. I'm trying to remember the early tag team titles. I'm trying to remember those.
Stevie Richards actually, because he held it with Raven a couple times, had bought a bootleg one and has it on his wall. If you watch some of his videos,
okay.
Hogan, just going back to Hogan, like even 14-year-old me in 1994 was pissed off that Hogan just came in and steamrolled Flair for the belt. And then later in 1994, we got the dynamic, amazing Starrcade main event of Hulk Hogan and the Butcher.
Oh, yeah.
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 That's when WCW started to go to...
Yeah. So Vaughn wasn't here last week. So thank you for tuning in, Vaughn. We appreciate that. All right. So Platinum Swords, he has Sabu at 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, Joy, keep keeping this party going at number 9.
All right. You saw him on my list last week. He's back. He spent a lot of time in 1994 as the WCW World Television Champion as Lord Steven Regal.
Absolutely.
Back on the list. Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
I loved this character. I loved Bill Dundee being Sir William as his manager. I loved it all.
Exactly.
And I loved he was doing some great wrestling that year, and the World TV title was definitely featured well on Lord Steven Regal.
Absolutely. Spoiler alert. We'll definitely gonna come back and talk about Lord Steven Regal just a little bit more. And number 9, Man Up has Bull Nakano.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Was she in the WWF by then?
She I know in WrestleMania 10 Medusa defended the title against Leilani Kai. What I want to say is that she won the title back from Nakano in '94, late '93. I might have if you're watching, when was that title change between Medusa and Alundra Blaze and Bull Nakano for the women's title? If someone can chime in on that in the comments, we definitely appreciate that. So we can kind of put this in context. But I know WrestleMania 10 was Alundra Blaze against Leilani Kai. I remember that one because I remember watching that WrestleMania live. So okay. Good deal. All right, at number 9 for me. Excuse me, I got to sort through all it. Okay, there we go. I got Yokozuna coming off a dominant year as the champion. Wrestled 2 matches at WrestleMania, first going against Luger, and then going against Bret Hart when he lost the title. Was engulfed in a feud with the Undertaker. At Royal Rumble and at Survivor Series. Definitely was appreciated his body of work. And he was a pretty good dominant heel champion in WWF when they definitely didn't really put emphasis on that. So
until WrestleMania.
Yeah, sure, yeah, up until WrestleMania. So I got him at number 9. So going back to the chat. Okay, at number 9, Platinum Source got Muta at number 9. Okay, all right, we got Muta. Bob Backlund coming back in WWF, winning the title from Bret Hart, left a mark on me. That was a good nostalgic moment. For those who weren't really engulfed with the WWF at the time, his 5-year reign as champion. And have him come back and win the title, although a short reign. So
that was a really good angle with him and Bret Hart, but then having him lose it to Diesel just a couple days later was kind of like, well, what was that for?
Yeah.
Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
Oh, I love Regal now. I didn't realize he was so good, and that's the biggest thing, man. Is when he was in his prime. It's like we truly don't appreciate it until we look at it with a different set of eyes, a different set.
Yeah.
When you compare. I only want to say compare the talent from today because it's like when you compare to other contemporaries in that era, it says a lot when that level of body of work, man, it just stands out. It really does.
His presentation to me was the best it was his entire career. As Lord Steven Regal in that time frame. He was just, he was great as in that role with that belt. The belt never seemed so important.
Mm-hmm.
It was really done well, like his whole presentation and the matches he had and everything. One of the matches to go back and watch is him and Davey Boy Smith. Really phenomenal match. Matchup, and Davey Boy was able to come back and really break out some of his, stop doing so much power stuff. And get back into wrestling to be able to go toe to toe with Regal.
Diesel was the man back then.
Yeah.
Hey, they put the title on him. I guess he was the man, Joey.
Where's your list, Nesha? Come on, Diesel should be number 1 then.
I'm just saying. Hey, put it in your list. Put it in your list. Same way you guys didn't appreciate Duggan a few streams ago. What are you talking about? I appreciate the hell out of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Joey, what about you?
I mean, cocaine dealers all over the United States appreciated Duggan, but the TV crew, the guys shooting with cameras didn't, because he missed punches by a mile.
Wow.
He was one of the most non-believable wrestlers of his era.
Oh, come on. Hacksaw Jim Duggan in 1994.
How?
Dude, hey, United States champion, for goodness sake. Put some respect on that man's name.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started about that. Oh boy, I'm sure he's on somebody's 1994 list because of that.
That's like Hacksaw. Come on now.
Well, you know, almost like forest fires.
The jobber, Derek Jobber. Darn.
Wow. Hey, now when you mention Iron Sheik, put some respect on his name. Now he will humble you.
He will make your back, make you humble. All right, Joey, number 8.
We're up to number 8. Okay, I got the King of Hearts, Owen Hart. This man's 1994 cannot be denied. Like really this was his coming out year right here.
He did
coming into WrestleMania, defeating Bret Hart in the what was it? Wasn't it the opening bout of the?
It was the opening match of WrestleMania 10, man.
Out wrestling Bret too, rolling it, getting that roll up victory roll in the pin was. I think everybody watching it was just like jaw on the floor. Nobody saw that coming. Owen pinning Bret, and then going on just a couple months later to win the King of the Ring tournament. You know, and that started that whole character, the King of Hearts, which he milked a few good years out of, and led him, you know, to in the main event of SummerSlam against Bret in the cage. And I mean, 1994 was a banger of a year for Owen.
It really was
definitely seen in a different light and put up as you know, definitely a MVP candidate for that year of how many great matches he and Bret were putting on.
Exactly. No, they did the thing at SummerSlam as well. So, but spoiler alert, we're gonna see Owen a little bit later. We're gonna see him a little bit. We can definitely dive a little bit more on that one. Man up at number 8, he has Owen Hart as well. Go figure. I think I got him just a little bit higher. I got him a little bit higher. So, but at number 8, he wrestled a little bit more, and you know he's my guy. I have Macho Man at number 8. It wasn't much more than 93, but he wrestled as long as you give me a little something more. He gave us more gave us more at in this year before he left to go to WCW at the end of the year. So yeah, if there's a chance for me to put Macho Man on my list, damn it, he's gonna make it. So
no, I thought the deal with Crush, the match at WrestleMania and the build to that was done pretty well. And
yeah,
I mean Crush just couldn't get over, and unfortunately, but Savage did everything he could to get him heat and get him over with the crowd. It just didn't. In the long run, it just didn't really take like Savage had wanted it to, because I know he saw a lot of talent in Bryan Adams, but the crowd just did not pick up on that and give him what they want. For you to get the opportunity to work with the Macho Man at WrestleMania, damn man, that's a big opportunity. No matter what match on the card you are.
I actually liked his babyface gimmick that he had in WWF versus that gimmick that he had with Mr. Fuji, man. So, but
that didn't really connect either, which is the reason he went heel in the first place. But they tried. They tried.
They tried, man. But sometimes it just ain't gonna happen. So, Platinum Swords got Cactus Jack at number 8. Okay. Their job has Stunning Steve Austin. Yeah.
We'll get into that more.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. So keep them top 10s coming, guys. Keep those for everybody's watching. We definitely appreciate you guys. Joe, we're gonna move on to number 7.
All right, number 7. This was a tough one for me. He had to be on my list, but his career ended in 1994. I'm talking about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yes, absolutely.
And this was a great moment here, him defeating Stunning Steve, becoming U.S. heavyweight champion in 1994. His 94 started off real good because we had him in Spring Stampede for the world title with Nature Boy Ric Flair, got held up. We had return bouts with him and Flair tearing the house down. And then he and Austin getting back into their feud, which spanned years at this point, with the world TV title, with the tag team belts, now for the U.S. title. And until Steamboat's career ended, he and Austin were putting on bangers for that United States heavyweight title. So it hurts. It hurts that that Steamboat's career came to an end in 1994. But man, he went out in a blaze of glory. He was having a great year up until the point where he was forced to retire.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Platinum Swords has the message for you. He wants you to recognize Duggan's greatness, Joey. Like,
Do tell. Tell me of his greatness. Because I can lick windows too, but I just don't.
damn, Jesus Christ. Oh boy, you is on one today, man. You is on one today. All right, man.
Oh,
Whoa. All right, at number 7, Man Up has The Undertaker.
this was the year we had SummerSlam, The Undertaker versus The Undertaker.
We did. Yeah, they had the gimmick of Undertaker going away. The Undertaker just floated. He just floated out of the casket up into the sky. It's like,
but they did a good job with that angle because I had, of course, no idea that was
I
Brian
literally
Lee.
thought it was the Undertaker, like until that actually happened, and he started coming out with the purple. But it was a dead ringer.
Watching it, them standing face to face, people make fun of it because they're like, he was 4 inches taller than Brian. He wasn't. He's like an inch taller, an inch or two. It was close, but Brian Lee was still, 6'7", 6'8" in his own right. Big dude. And like, just seeing the two of them across from like standing next to each other and everything like that, I was like, what in the hell? But they did a good job because you never really saw Brian Lee's face. Like they always had the hair down. They did.
Yeah.
They did such a great job trying to fool us, and I bought it. I mean, I didn't really buy it. Obviously, I knew it wasn't The Undertaker, but it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
It was a good angle.
It was. All right. At number 7, I got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as well, man. Yeah, man. Ricky Steamboat. Yeah, like you were saying, man. Hell of a damn career, man. And he definitely had the series with Flair and everything, man. So his greatest opponent, man. Yeah, probably could have got a couple more years out of him, but thank you, Dragon. I got him at number 7, man. I had to run it with the US title. So yeah, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at number 7. Okay, let's check out the comments and see where we at. Where we at with everybody? Platinum Swords. He has Undertaker also at number 7. Okay. Generic Joe got Shinya Hashimoto had a 367-day reign that started in May of 1994. Okay. All right. Joey was fooled.
Are you saying you weren't, Nesha? Huh?
That's what you said. You was 14 at that time. Like
you want me to hate on that too? You just want me to hate on everything?
No, she just misses Man Up. That's all that is. All this is stemmed because she misses Man Up. So she's Man Up's biggest cheerleader. It's crazy.
I should have pulled a Man Up and put Jesse Ventura on my list, even though he wasn't wrestling at all.
Oh gosh. All right, Joey, number 6.
Okay, my number 6 is Stunning Steve Austin.
Okay.
How could it be? There he goes with that beautiful United States heavyweight title.
The 5
player. Up until the point with the Duggan match. Austin was having a hell of a year with this United States heavyweight title.
Did.
Really I loved the fact that he always had like stuff about Ricky Steamboat, like Dragon Slayer on the back of his trunks and stuff like that. I love that little detail in there that he'd try to get even more heat just by wearing something to take shots at Ricky Steamboat in there and stuff. And Steamboat just had that ability to get the best matches out of everybody anyway. But him and Austin had great chemistry, and to hear Austin come out years later after being the top guy in WWF for a long time and still credit Ricky Steamboat with so much of what he learned that made him successful, that just goes to show you the greatness of both men there.
Absolutely. All right, Man Up at number 6. He had Lord Steven Regal, also run as world TV champion. So definitely good stuff.
His lordship
with Sir William. So, all right, and hold up, was that mine? Nope, no, that was my number. That was my number 6.
We'll go ahead and
So,
put it back up. That is your number 6. Okay.
that is my number 6. Man Up at number 6. He had Macho Man at number 6. So okay,
All
all right,
right.
Man Up. All right, Man Up. You're doing okay this week. You're doing okay this week. So all right. So we're gonna go check out everybody.
Since we got a little time, we're
Yeah.
ahead right now. Do you want to go ahead and get into what you were showing me beforehand?
Absolutely. So let me do the comments real quick.
Oh yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
Let's get the comments.
this is the comments. We're halfway done. Razor Ramon, bad guy, was still one of my favorites in 1994. Yeah, the freaking ladder match with Shawn Michaels. It became, that truly be like that became like the standard of ladder matches. But like across the board with him and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania.
Know that anyone ever really topped them, because in terms of like the car crash, maybe the spectacle, but in terms of storytelling in a ladder match, I don't know that anyone ever topped that.
Yeah, it's exactly that was an outstanding freaking match. I enjoy that. So okay, of all pictures, why that one, Man Up? Hey, I was at. Who knows? That save that question for when he comes back next week, and you can ask him that. So,
was he being lazy with the pictures? Is that what you're saying? I picked out my own pictures and sent him in. So
yes, I told Man Up to I told him to just choose mine. So,
oh gosh.
Yeah, so he did pretty good with mine though. He did pretty good with mine, so I can't argue.
The picture of Regal though, that one is like,
yeah, exactly. Oh, but yeah, but like you were saying. So 1994 was that was my senior year. Goofy looking picture of Regal. Damn.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I'm just saying.
Lord, I'm sorry to assume your gender. I assume you're a he, and I could be wrong about that. Just go ahead and correct me.
Yeah. But yeah, 1994, like I was saying, this was my senior year in high school. My friend Keith, he went to a rival high school, but he was part of their journalism team. So right for the paper and whatnot. He inquired. He wrote WCW to try to get like press credentials for Halloween Havoc that was in Detroit in 1994. Lo and behold, he got him, and he had one for press and one for photo. I was his photographer, and we had ourselves an absolute ball. We got to the arena like 3 hours before the show. We went in through the back door, backstage, and everything. We saw Big Boss Man throwing a football around. We ran into Johnny B. Bad, Dustin Rhodes, but Marcus Alexander Bagwell asked us directions to the airport. We weren't totally sure. We were 17-year-olds, so we like just go up the freaking hallway. But yeah, saw pictures of Flair in his dressing room. Saw pictures of Hogan in his dressing room. Their dressing room was on. One was on this side. One was on this side. Other one's across the hall. Saw Bobby the Brain Heenan with the neck brace on. Kevin Sullivan just chilling out. It was a good time. But I went back to my senior memory book, and I dug up all of these memories from that time, man. If you, I got the screenshots from Halloween Havoc off of Peacock. So if you see that skinny guy right there in the picture, yeah, that was me about 130 pounds ago, at 17 years old. But yeah, we had an absolute blast, man. While we was backstage, whatnot, like yeah, go have a good time, sit wherever you want in the arena. Okay, I was right there front row at Halloween Havoc in 1994, and this kind of ruins like shows for me after that. I'm like, damn, I'm like, because that was amazing, and lift it all up. The picture in the article right there is the picture I took with Hogan choking Flair on top of the cage. See the press pass, the card that we got there. they gave us T-shirts. We had absolutely.
Where's the rest of the film from the camera roll? You see, you might have got a picture of Stunning Steve right there. Look like you were about to snap one.
I was looking at my old pictures. I could not find it.
Who the hell has Pilgrim 1994?
I got a couple. I got a couple in there, man. It's crazy, but putting it in the context, this was 30 years ago. Yeah.
Were you giving thumbs down to Austin in that picture, or who are you giving?
This right here. This was this was before the Terry Funk Buckhouse Nasty Boys match. Going back at I was thinking about it. That was the match I actually went to go to the bathroom break on. Hindsight being 2020. This is Terry Funk that's coming out here, and I'm in the freaking bathroom. So I was kicking myself. I'm like, damn, I left during that freaking match because I had no memory of it. Like, yeah, you went to the bathroom at that time to see it. So yeah.
What about Ming?
Exactly, man. I think if Ming would have knew I wasn't going to the bathroom, he would like grab me up and told me to sit my ass down. I'm just saying.
You got that Tongan death grip.
I'm just saying. Pat said it looked like he belongs in Boys to Men. Really, man. We had white shirts on with black ties. We tried to look professional, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, this
enough to get in for free. So,
I ain't mad not one bit. This is like definitely one of those freaking memories and whatnot. Even briefly talked to Bischoff as well. He was executive vice president at the time, so he was in charge of the whole thing. So that was pretty cool, man. So definitely, it was definitely one of the highlights of my senior year, and to this day, I think my good friend Keith for taking me to this show. So that was pretty cool. So I figured I shared that with you all, man. Like, yeah, that was cool. Even if Young said he wanted to dump so bad, he still has to watch the match. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Hey, man. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like
if you only knew how powerful Ming was at the time, I'm just
Ming, Terry Funk. It's like
on gal's butt, like
three freaking badasses, man. I'm taking my butt to the doggone bathroom. What the hell?
Well.
Yeah,
he thought it was appropriate time at the time.
It was right before the main event, man. It was right before the main event, man. So yeah. All right, we're halfway home, Joey. Number 5.
All right, just like Steamboat earlier, this is another one that hurts me. My number 5 this time is Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yeah,
there's another in-ring career that came to an end in 1994 when he was having a hell of a run. We talked about this offline, I think, or we may have talked about it in the 92 episode, but we were looking at a babyface turn for Ravishing Rick Rude. He was going to work with Van Vader at Slamboree for the World Heavyweight Championship as recognized by WCW International. And that was crazy because Rude was playing the babyface up a little bit, and who knows where this would have gone. I had heard speculation from some people that were employed at WCW at the time that the Rude was supposed to win the title unification match and be the world heavyweight champion going forward.
Really?
That he was being positioned for that because it was supposed to be he and Flair again in that, and
wow.
And Rude was gonna come out the world heavyweight champion, but we never got.
I wonder what happened.
Huh?
I wonder what happened.
If you've never seen it, the match in New Japan Pro Wrestling Dontaku with Sting and Rick Rude, where Rude actually won back the belt from Sting, but had to vacate, and then we ended up getting Sting and Vader for the vacant belt at Slamboree, and Sting would win it just long enough to carry it into the title unification match with Flair and drop it to Flair. So, it sure changed the direction of what possibly could have been. And what we could have gotten as for the time he was still working in the ring, Rude was on fire and having a great run until it wasn't happening anymore.
Absolutely. So, yeah. Another career. Close that chapter. All right, number 5 for Man Up. He has Mr. Perfect. I don't
What?
really recall. Yeah, I don't really recall his 94. I know he had the guest referee job at WrestleMania. Did him and Luger go into a program after that, or
Nope. I don't know that he wrestled a match in 1994. I'm kind of shocked. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody out there, somebody, if you know, correct me. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think Perfect even had a match in 1994.
Yeah, I don't recall. I remember that. I remember that Perfect was the referee for the first championship match at WrestleMania with Luger and Yokozuna, and Luger put his hands on him. Not really, like shoved him, but like he put his hands on him, and he disqualified Luger.
I don't think we ever saw Perfect wrestle again in WWF on TV. Anyway, because even in the angle when he was, in 95 or 96 when he was managing Hunter Hearst Helmsley and for a little bit managing Mark Marrow, he came out there in his gear poised to wrestle, but he didn't wrestle. He helped Triple H win the Intercontinental belt, but he never actually, I don't think, wrestled on TV. So, yeah, somebody out there got to know better than I do, but I don't think Perfect had a match in 94 or 95 for that matter.
Exactly. All right. Me at number 5, I had Owen Hart. Like you, I love the freaking breakthrough and for starting at Survivor Series, the whole drama with Brett. Then they had a tag team match against the Quebecers going for the tag team titles, and then everything just imploded and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Brett saying he never wrestled his little brother and everything like that. And we got the match.
We got the match. What a match it freaking was, man.
Yeah, that's when we actually got to see what Owen could really do in a one-on-one, high-profile match.
Exactly.
Never seen that out of Owen in the World Wrestling Federation before. We never saw him come out like that.
Exactly. And he won King of the Ring. And I heard an interesting conversation with WWF bringing back the King and Queen of the Ring tournament right now and whatnot. Whether this happening as a title or working it, using it as a freaking gimmick. Almost one of the best people, one of the best ones that did very good with the whole King gimmick. And getting over with it. So,
it worked itself out. The King of Hearts,
exactly.
It was amazing. But now the King of the Ring. I'm sorry, King of the Ring in 2024 does not have the same prestige or anything.
Exactly. It's
not even a pay-per-view. It's just happening on TV.
Mm-hmm. Well, they go into Saudi for this one. So,
for the finals.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
That's
been the kiss of death for a lot of careers. Look what it did to Wade Barrett. You had let's not even get into that. We get into that one day when we get into different decades and we talk about Wade Barrett. He'll come up one day.
I don't remember Perfect once Flair left. Yeah,
he had the program with Shawn Michaels in '93 for the IC belt. Where he worked to get Shawn further over and stuff, but I think that was it.
All right, Platinum had Diesel at number 5. Okay, all right, going into his championship run. Dr. Death Steve Williams as All Japan Triple Crown champion. His only reign with the title in Misawa's 705-day run. Okay.
And speaking of modern versus retro, how do you feel about Diesel's mullet in 1994 compared to modern mullets?
Oh God! Well, that mullet now is that mullet now is great as hell, man.
This is what I talked about before about wrestling not meeting culture. People in WWF still having mullets in 1994. In 1994. Nobody was walking around in mullets unless you were a carny. I'm just saying, golly.
Dang. Well, that's just the opinion of mullets.
You're not a fan of mullets in 2024? People got them though.
I'm just saying. Oh, like born like King Corbin.
Are you presenting that as a good example or is it
he did the most with it. I mean, he tried.
He tried all right.
He tried. He said Diesel's mother was pretty tough back then. Like,
I mean, yeah.
yeah. All right, keeping the party going. We're at number 4. We're doing pretty good on time, Joy. We're looking pretty good. Who you rocking with at number 4?
I've got Terry Funk.
The Funker.
This man was having matches in WCW and ECW. Like
WCW and ECW, yes, sir.
Yeah, having matches. I mean, in both companies at the time. But I liked him at WCW with the Stud Stable, but I definitely liked some of the stuff he was doing with guys like Sabu and Shane Douglas in ECW, and doing a lot to really help that company, become something to watch.
Exactly. Was that the year that they had that triangle match?
No.
Or was that
No. That would have been 95.
95. Okay.
Raven didn't re-debut until. Are we talking about? We're talking about with Sabu.
Yes, with Sabu.
For some reason, I don't know why I got my things crossed up. Yeah. That actually might have been 94. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Sabu, Terry Funk, and Shane Douglas. That very well probably was 94, unless somebody knows for sure. But could have been. I think that would have been 94.
Yeah.
Because I think. Yeah. Well, midway through 95. We'll get into that later. But anyway, Terry Funk.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man up at number 5. Man up at number 4. No, 4. Is it 4? Number 4. Number 4. He had Jeff Jarrett at number 4. He wasn't Intercontinental Champion in '94 though.
No,
he was not. That was 95. In 94, I know he was rap. I know he was in USWA.
No, he's in the WWF in 94.
Was he?
He joined the WWF in late 90 or halfway through 93 about.
Okay.
He just didn't win the Intercontinental belt until like Royal Rumble 95.
Okay.
But Jeff was supposed to be in that 8-man tag on WrestleMania 10 that got kiboshed. Due to the ladder match taking up too much time or whatever.
Well, I mean, sucks to be them, but like that. But
yeah,
that match, you couldn't go wrong with that match. You just couldn't. I mean,
JEFF JARRETT.
A wild slapnut appeared. Darn.
Long before the era of slapnuts.
Oh my gosh. Joey's a loyal slapnut.
We got some more number 4s out there. We got.
No,
we ain't even at the end of number 4s yet. That's right.
No, no worries. I still got mine. And number 4, I got Ric Flair and number 4, man. For the series with Ric Flair, and a big part of the nostalgia of me being at his retirement match in Detroit. I told you.
I don't have Ric Flair on my list.
Huh? Yeah. So for nostalgic sake, I was there for his retirement match in 1994. So yeah, I got Ric Flair on there. So and seeing him backstage and everything. So that's why I got him right there, man. So all right, let's go ahead and check the room. Oh, dang it. My freaking mouse is going crazy tonight. Oh my god, stop it.
The year Hogan took a dump on that belt.
Yeah. All right. Number 4 is Pat Patterson got Shane Douglas. He cut a Bleakfield promo on Sunshine Network, and I was hooked. That ECW Edge, man.
We're gonna get into that.
Generic jobber got Ravishing Rick Rude. I dare someone not to call him a former world champion. WCW.
I know. I don't know why people never want to recognize him as a world champion. And they act like, well, it wasn't really the world title. It's like, dude, he was wrestling people like Ric Flair and Sting for it. It's not like he wasn't wrestling top guys. like it's not like he was just having matches with freaking, freaking Shanghai Pierce.
Yeah. All right there, Joey. We are at number 3, my friend.
I got Bret the Hitman Hart as my number 3.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I don't really have to get into this. I mean, everybody knows, another guy that had a great 94 puts Owen over in the opening match of freaking WrestleMania, then goes on to beat Yokozuna in the main event and become the WWF champion for the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Great victory. Overall, a really good year. Again, talking about that angle with Bob Backlund earlier, that was so well done. In the Survivor Series match, is a way where Bret was still kept very strong. He didn't really lose, but he lost the belt.
Exactly.
Because of their mother throwing in the dang towel instead of Davy Boy.
Exactly.
I mean, it was smart. Like, it was good thinking
there. It worked, though. It worked. So, yeah.
Good stuff. But Bret, had another great year in 1994. I got him at my number 3.
At 16, 17, at the end of that match, Owen coming out with all the baby faces in the ring, celebrating with Bret. He come out there. He's like,
WTF? Yeah,
exactly. So I like that little bit of storytelling right there. It's like they were setting it up for something special to happen later on down the line. So I appreciated that. All right, so that's your number 4. Number 4 for Man Up. Oh no, no, that was my number 4.
We're on number 3.
We're number 3. Let's go. Did we get everybody already? Number 4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
we're at number 4 all the way across because we just did my number 3.
Number 3? Okay. Oh, lost track. See,
did we not do somebody's 94? I mean, number 4.
No. We're on 3. We're on 3. I lost track.
Yours was Flair. Yours was Flair for number 4.
Yeah. All right. Number 3 was Yokozuna for Man Up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yokozuna and Undertaker had a feud off and on in 93. So as I stated earlier. So okay, Man Up. I see you at number 3. My number 3. Big Van Vader. Yeah, like that whole WCW run that he had. I was definitely into it, man. I was definitely there, man. The nicest dude ever. To be honest, I met him backstage as well, man. Cool guy. Dude was when we went out into the ring. Dude was just chilling in the ring, just laying down on the canvas, man. It was stuff like that was just cool, man. And just come by and saying hi, like you like that big old teddy bear. So yeah, big Van Vader at number 3. Yeah. All right. Jerry Jobber, he has the man called Sting. WWE franchise wrestler, had another great year for the company. Okay. I remember we was disappointed that he didn't have a match at Halloween Havoc. But he did make an appearance though. So Phantom Source has Austin at 316. Pre-316. So that's what we got. I'm thinking Bourne is going with Vader as well. So okay, all right, good man. Oh, I missed that. Where is the stop mouse? Goodness gracious! Look at that rare gold tip on the Winged Eagle. I think he's talking about Bret. I
guess.
Okay, now I got.
Always had a gold tip on him.
Okay.
I thought they always had one on him. I never remember ever seeing a Winged Eagle without it. But
okay.
You could be wrong.
All right. Good deal. All right. We're at number 2 there, Joey.
Okay, my number 2 is the franchise Shane Douglas.
Now let's talk about it, Joey. let's talk about this moment right here. I mean, goodness gracious, man.
Yeah.
Like, okay, hindsight being 2020, of course, NWA is not what NWA was, but yet still, it's still, the NWA world title, And then, for them, I mean, speak on it, Joe. Speak on it.
I saw this on TV. Obviously it was taped, but after it aired on TV, I saw it and was, really, really shocked for the fact that, we had just witnessed this great match with him and Too Cold Scorpio to determine the new NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. They tore it down. They had about a 15-minute match. It was pretty good. And then, and then for Shane to stand there and have the belt on his shoulder and be talking and then swerve all of us and denounce, throw it down. Like,
wow.
It's one of those things where whenever you hear guys, you hear WWF guys shit on Shane Douglas and stuff like that and talk about him not having it or whatever. What people don't understand about Shane is it wasn't about the cussing and the profanity that got his point across. It was the fact that Shane was the first guy to really cut promos and tell it to you like it was and give it to you straight and say exactly what he wanted to say. Like Shane was, I don't remember anybody before him that really cut like scathing promos like that where he didn't seem, obviously he was working. He didn't seem like he was working. And
he did it in a way in which he didn't mince his words. He didn't.
No,
he did not.
He laid it in. So, and that was a monumental night that gave birth to Extreme Championship Wrestling. That's the moment it started. And, I heard arguments that that's the moment that really first sowed the seeds for stuff like the Attitude Era and things like that, is because, again, when you look at the World Wrestling Federation, there was no realism in the content. When you look at WCW, there really wasn't realism in the content either. And you had Shane that wasn't really a character. He was still a wrestler in this environment where we saw the hardcore stuff to start to come out, but Shane was still kind of representing that classic wrestler persona. But again, his ability with the promos to be able to deliver them like he did, he was second to none. And, the fact that a year later Vince didn't see it or couldn't figure it out it shows that Vince does not get it right as much as we gave him credit for.
Yeah.
Shane was on fire at this point, and he really gave that breath of life at that point into ECW.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know my jaw was dropped when I saw that promo. I was like, wow.
Yep.
Wow. So it definitely got the point across. So, man up at number 2, he has Shawn Michaels. Great series with Razor Ramon. For the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. So yeah,
he never gets a picture from the year. Like it's like 92 Shawn Michaels right there. That's early Shawn Michaels. Like Shawn Michaels by 1994 had especially by WrestleMania had debuted the more signature gear we'd see him with the hearts and everything on the gear and stuff like that. So Shawn, but Shawn spent a lot of 94 as in the background behind Diesel too, and they had that tag title run where they really didn't ever defend the belts.
Right.
And then they end up vacating them when Diesel won the. People don't remember that Diesel was still WWF Tag Team Champion when he won the WWF title. They vacated the tag belts, so it's like it. I don't know. This is like I feel like again, Shawn started the year off good and then spent the rest of the year kind of in the background, and it wasn't until the top of 95 that we saw Shawn really come out of and start to raise to that next level.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. At number two. Darn it! I should have restarted my computer before I started the show. At number 2, had a hell of a freaking 1994 stunning Steve Austin. Excellent run as a U.S. champion, man. I was loving his work. With Flying Brown with the tag belts, of course the World TV title reign as well. So seeing him being able to have a run with the U.S. title, like outstanding. And of course, like you said, the feud with freaking Steamboat, man. All of that, man. To losing the belt to Hacksaw Jim Duggan in a freaking classic match, man. I mean, it's
man, all his momentum right there with that one shit show.
I literally just did that for Joey's
Oh, man.
reaction. I'm telling you that match was 5 stars, brother. Generic Jobber has Yamasawa at number 2, 705 days as Triple Crown champion of all Japan. One of the best wrestlers in the world that most Americans didn't get a chance to see do his thing in 94. Yeah, exactly. This guy right here. So absolutely. Platinum Swords has Vader at number 2. Should have beat Sting for the title. Okay, absolutely. Okay. Bourne says, what version of the US side do you like? What version of the US side do you like more, the Reggie version or the J-Mar version?
I have your answer right here for me.
Yeah, same. I did not like the I didn't like the bulky 5 plates for the US side. Yeah, I like that one right there.
Reggie Parks, man. To me, I'll take Reggie Parks belts over J-Mar's belts any day of the week. This is, bigger isn't always better. Even though this was a taller main plate, the other one appeared bigger. But in the long run, this one just had a better flow. It's a 5 plate as opposed to a 3 plate, and just kind of flowed better. So I really like this one as opposed to. I'm a big fan of J-Mar belts.
Yeah, I still got to have that one. Get that one in my collection, Joey. I might have my good friend make me one.
Yeah.
All right, we're at number 1. We're gonna do your number 1 last there, Joey. We're gonna go and go to. We're gonna go to Man Up real quick. He has Bret Hart. I have Bret Hart as well at number 1 as well.
Okay.
So yeah. Bret Hart had a hell of a freaking year. 1994, regained the championship, the feud with Owen, the feud with Backlund. So yeah, I'll stand at 94 for Bret Hart. But yeah, Joey, you're number 1.
Yeah, I got Sting. For me, he was still my favorite wrestler at the point in 1994. Overall, he would have been my favorite.
Okay.
Although, admittedly, this is, I feel like, unfortunately, that's what happened to Sting. He took a backseat to Hogan once Hogan got there, which is really a shame.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason I'm not a Hogan fan, nor will I ever be a Hogan fan, because Hogan drew a ton of money for the business, sure. But at the same time, he did nothing for the business. Because he was probably the most selfish performer in the history of the professional wrestling business and didn't do anything to build anyone else until he finally did the honors for like Goldberg and put him over clean and stuff. And what year was that? 98. So in his whole career, he waited until 1998 to finally be unselfish and put somebody over. So yeah, that's the reason Hogan wasn't on my list, and why Sting to me was still, the best thing in WCW, and still, that's fine. I'm not saying anything. I never liked him. I could tell he was, even as a kid, I could tell Hogan was selfish. And, I'm just not a fan of anybody that just wins every match and beats everybody. To me, that never connected with me. I want to, what makes a babyface great to me is the struggle. It's the chase. It's the struggle. That's how you get heat on a babyface. When the babyface wins all the time and he's like Superman, you know what I mean? It's not, to me, that there's no story in that. There's no intrigue to that. And so it's like Superman versus, Batman or Spider-Man. Okay. Spider-Man, Batman, people like that, these babyface, these superheroes always had to struggle. They always had to overcome something. They got beat from time to time. Superman pretty much always won. And that's what, and to me, that's not interesting. To me, this, when you talk about great baby faces, to me, the best of them to me are the ones that had to, they had to chase, they had to struggle, they had to overcome some kind of, thing like that. But Sting definitely represented that. And to me, still in 94, still my favorite.
Absolutely. Janet Jobber had Bret Hart. Platinum Swords had Flair. He hated Hogan, wanted Flair to get his belt back, but Hogan, stop messing up your legacy, Flair. Yeah. So, Janet Jobber, he liked the Luger belt. Yeah, outstanding freaking belt there, man. Yeah, that U.S. title.
Well, he said between the two now.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. That's why you hate my man Cena.
I don't hate Cena, but We are talking about wrestlers here, not Cena.
Dang. Awesome. Good deal. All right, Joey. That was 1994, man. A lot of changes in the wrestling landscape, and as we get further into the 90s, 1995 is going to be interesting. As we talked about backstage, I know you definitely have your opinions. We definitely going to give you some time next week to dive into that as well. Some and we definitely will be curious to hear what our audience thinks. There's definitely different perspectives on it. So, but in the meantime, we thank everybody for tuning in. Joey, we're doing pretty good over there on YouTube, ain't we?
Yeah, last time I checked, we're at like 857 subscribers currently. Yep, that's still what I'm showing at the moment. So thanks to everybody that subscribed recently. Thank you for that. And thanks for checking out all our content, the shorts, the unboxing videos. We're going to do our best to keep content like that coming in. It's hard to always have unboxings coming in because contrary to popular belief, I don't buy a belt every week or anything. So
just saying.
It ain't like that. But we got some videos that'll be coming out, some of Man Up's unboxings that haven't aired on Bells and Belts will be coming out. We'll always have more. We'll try to bring you more entertaining shorts as well as on Facebook. Now we do have a business page. So not just the group, but the business page. We hope you will go by there, look up Bells and Belts and follow the business page because as well as dropping shorts on YouTube, we're also dropping them as reels on Facebook and we could really use your support there. Once we get enough followers, I believe we'll be able to air the show live on that Facebook business page as well. So that is a goal to get us to be able to air back on Facebook for those that enjoyed that. So, also coming up at 1,000 subscribers, which we're not even that far from. We're getting towards 900 already in just a few weeks. And so we will be giving away, I will be giving away a NWA World's Heavyweight title belt, as well as Man Up giving away a VIP event chair from a SmackDown he attended. So that's a one of a kind piece of memorabilia too. So you got to be, in order to win that, you have to be subscribed here on YouTube, as well as a member of the Facebook group Bells and Belts, because that is where we will hold the event to give away those items. So
absolutely,
be a member of both.
Exactly. So do it. Do it now. Do it now.
Yeah.
No better time than the present. All right. So we thank everybody for tuning in with us. Great journey in 1994. We're going to keep going with this awesome series of the 1990s there, Joey. With our favorite wrestlers and whatnot. And then we're gonna once we get done with it, we're gonna put a nice little bow on it to cap off 1990. So make sure you guys stay tuned, stay locked into what we're doing here at Bells and Belts. You keep watching. We're gonna keep bringing it to you for Joey, for Man Up in his absence. I'm your boy Cedric D, and we're gonna see you guys here next week here on Bells and Belts.